Hello. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. How is everybody doing? Hi, First Edwards. How are you? Mhm. Oh, you on mute.
Okay. Okay. Good
Okay.
evening.
Now we
Good
can hear
evening.
you.
All
Good
righty.
evening.
That'll work right there. Good evening,
Right.
Nick. All righty.
Say good evening to everyone. Hi, Nick.
Good evening, Miss Florence.
Everybody.
Just
Miss
bubbling as
Sylvia.
usual,
Good
huh?
evening.
Good
Good
evening.
evening,
Good
Miss
evening,
Florence.
everyone.
Good
Say
evening.
hello to everybody, and especially for people who comes for the first time. So we have Mr. Philip Johnson. Hey, welcome.
All right.
Thank you.
He's
Yeah.
brand new in Atomy, brand new. Not
Brand
even
new.
2 days. Yes, 1 day.
Oh, wow. Awesome. Awesome.
Yes.
Indeed. We got to show them
Uh,
around a little bit.
yes,
Indeed.
exactly. So we say hello to
Yeah.
everyone.
Okay.
Renee, Brenda, Miss Carol. So just share the link to others, to other people, and then invite. Okay? All right. Pastor Edward, we're gonna do hemo time before
It's
we
hemo time. Yes,
hemo time.
indeed. Yeah. See, hey, Florence been using that shampoo and conditioner.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
indeed.
So we're gonna
Fantastic.
do hemo time.
Right.
Yeah, so who's doing hemo time with us? So anybody else is doing hemo time besides me and Pastor Edwards?
Yeah, ma.
Emma.
Miss Emma. Hi, Miss Emma. Miss
Hello.
Emma is doing hemo time.
Him time.
Miss Carol, are you doing hemo time?
Yes, ma'am. I'm doing the noni.
You're doing noni time.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. I
Okay.
messed up my camera, so I got to figure out how to get it back on.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we have Miss Luciola doing hemo time. Who
Yes.
else?
Yes.
Mr. Rene, are you doing hemo time? Audrey, Igor.
Not tonight, not tonight. I'm driving, not tonight.
Okay, you're driving. Okay, good.
Okay. Okay. Alrighty then.
A count of three.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3. Hemo time. We do
Hemo
hemo time,
time.
every
Mm-hmm.
Monday. Yes.
Mm, mm, mm.
Mm-mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
That's good stuff for your
Yep.
health.
It melts in your
Children
mouth.
age children age 6 can drink it. It boosts your immune system. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Definitely. Mm-hmm. Okay. Got it. Right. So, you know what? Okay, since we have someone that's new, let's see here. There's something I want to share. Um, that can help as far as give them a little bit deeper understanding. Let me see here. Okay, all right, this will work right here. Definitely. This is very exciting about this company, Atomy. I make sure I share my sound. Let's do this. Let's go. Let's go.
Everything is being vacuumed into gigantic platforms. This is especially so for the distribution industry. It is forecasted that the gap between those that own platforms and those that merely use those platforms will become more extreme than ever before. Could there be a way for individuals to share platforms? Individualization of platforms. This is where Atomy's personal platform business began. A superorganism that is one of a whole, an entirety. a whole new paradigm. The personal platform business became possible with Atomy, the only direct sales business that could compete against existing major platforms through absolute quality and absolute price. With its absolute products and absolute prices, GSGS strategy, education system, global one market, and magnetic board system, Atomy can now be indefinitely expanded. The Atomy personal platform business grows and expands based on competitive products. Absolute quality and absolute price is the definite reason our 15 million members cannot help but choose Atomy amongst the many distribution channels. This is the core value of the virtuous circle in which the Atomy personal platform business grows, and more members continue to choose Atomy. To maximize the added value created by the Atomy personal platform business, Atomy secures and provides products with absolute quality and absolute prices from all over the world under its GSGS strategy. According to the GSGS strategy, individual markets divided by countries are unified into one under the Atomy personal platform business. Atomy runs an education system for personal platform business owners, a fusion of cutting-edge relay system and business culture, E&M, entertainment and media, XR, extended reality, allowing product experience and virtual tours through augmented reality is a part of the Atomy education support system, which guarantees communication for success amongst members all over the world without the restriction of time or space. The Atomy member network is moved directly to the Atomy personal platform business and approaches the world as a single market. Nationality, race, gender, age, there is no discrimination when it comes to compensation for added value created from the personal platform. People from various nationalities and races form communities to work toward a common goal. Atomy's compensation system plays a role of a powerful magnetic board to keep the Atomy personal platform business owners from leaving the platform. The profit from using great products and the monetary profit from the compensation system is enough to keep consumers like magnets on the magnetic board and as Atomy's customers. The personal platform is a personal platform, open for use for all Atomy members. Non-member purchase has now become possible, and the more connected members and consumers, the greater value a personal platform will have. Through consilience and AI, big data technology, and the 2 patents Atomy obtained, all of this will be technically realized. The Atomy personal platform business also provides product suggestion and procurement services for consumers who are not members of Atomy. You can suggest the personal platform, meet consumers, introduce products to consumers without the restrictions of time and space. Also, continuous and automatic sales campaigns such as product promotion, repurchase notification, additional product suggestion can also be done through the Atomy personal platform business. Coinciding with the borderless aspect of the one market policy of global Atomy, the personal platform business opens a limitless market of 7.7 billion consumers worldwide to its owners. Where members can own individual platforms and create profit without capital or technology. The personal platform is open for use to all Atomy members, and it can be easily individualized with your own know-how and contents. Platform businesses. Atomy members can use their platforms to sell products like an internet shopping mall and promote their platforms through various social media outlets. Platforms such as YouTube or Instagram require excellent content production skills, which affects the number of followers, resulting in the overall power of the platform. However, the Atomy personal platform is not based on an individual's followers, but the group's followers, and expands indefinitely. The Atomy personal platform business suggests a whole new paradigm of distribution. Now, through the Atomy personal platform business, it's your turn to take the lead of a new distribution system.
Atomy creates and distributes high-quality products. Things we all use every day, such as shampoo, conditioner, soap, toothpaste and toothbrushes, beauty items, cosmetics, health supplements, and much more. And Atomy is committed to bringing these prestige luxury items to the mass market. This strategy is known as mastige. And Atomy's concept is to enable consumers to swap brands. Atomy has an ethos of absolute quality, absolute price. It means Atomy is dedicated to ensuring its products are of a quality that is unmatchable for the price customers pay. And it's so simple to switch brand when what's on offer is unbeatable in quality and price. Remember that. Absolute quality, absolute price. Quality that is as good as, if not better, than designer brands at a fraction of the price. Atomy is an online shop or shopping mall. And hey, it's free and easy to join and set up an account. Yes, free to join. And once registered as a member, you have exclusive access to the Atomy product range. Here's the really good part. Buying from Atomy gives you points, known as personal point value, or to keep it really short, PPV. Each product has its own PV. Your PPV accumulates and never expires. You only have to make one purchase a year, no matter how small, to keep your account active. And that's no problem, because you love Atomy's absolute quality and absolute price, right? It gets better. You share Atomy's secret with others, they become members, and when they shop, you all earn PV. And what does PV mean? Cash, paid to you as commission. This is a new age of retail. Atomy puts the consumers first and rewards them for their loyalty. Although some members simply choose to shop for their own personal needs, many decide to develop their membership into full-time, lucrative businesses. Let's look at how this works in a little more detail. Let's say you recommend Atomy to your cousin, Jane, because you love using Atomy products so much. You become Jane's sponsor and give her your ID to enable her to register as an Atomy member. Jane is then automatically registered under your A market, your left leg. Then you recommend to your friend Adam, and he becomes registered in your B market, your right leg. Adam could be in Canada or China. Atomy membership is global. You or Jane or Adam can then sponsor more members to join your left or right leg, your A or B markets. They are added down the line, and they don't need to live in your country either. Everyone in each of your market legs generates PV. Remember that? Point value? You have your own PV, and every day your market legs generate group PV. As soon as your own PV exceeds 10,000, earned from purchasing one Atomy shampoo or face wash, for example, and each of your market legs exceeds 300,000 each month, you earn commission. Everyone in each of your market legs who qualifies becomes eligible to receive the same amount of commission. The larger your markets and the greater the collective PV, the higher the commission will be. And it's worth noting, keeping your market legs equally balanced is important. Group PV is calculated on the leg with the smaller PV volume. This is part of the secret of success with Atomy. Hard work is never wasted. And it doesn't stop there. As your network grows, so does your regular collective PV. And the hard work invested takes you higher up the ranks of mastership, which comes with life-changing bonuses. You can cherish the spirit of Atomy through its products of absolute quality and absolute price. You can share the good news and reap great rewards by doing so. You may have discovered Atomy compensation videos on YouTube or Channel Atomy already. More details about how it works is freely available. And Atomy's Success Academies and seminars will provide regular, inspiring support to members, and prospective members too. Absolute quality, absolute price.
Definitely. Absolute quality, absolute price. And let's swing over to the website and get the rest of the story. You know, that's the key to Atomy. The key to Atomy is not fees. The key to Atomy is absolute quality at an absolute price. So let me give you an example. If you go to the shopping mall, okay, and you go down here, you see Him, health, beauty, personal living, food, and more. Let's start over here in the personal. Now, we have a toothbrush. It is what they call a prestige toothbrush. And this particular toothbrush has something very special about this toothbrush. And now, look at those bristles. It's a prestige toothbrush. Okay. Now, what is it about those bristles? Okay. Now, I'm just giving you one example at this time. All of Atomy products, they do more than what they say. This does more than just brush your teeth. But if you read here in this blue box right here, a toothbrush with antibacterial properties to ease your mind. Antibacterial property, that's without the toothpaste. It has antibacterial properties. Flexible bristles. Now, flexible bristles. What's special about flexible bristles? With a tapered end of 0.3 millimeter that are made of gold powder that is pure. That is pure. And now on an average, how much do you think people been telling me on average on how much one of these toothbrushes costs? I mean, because when you stroll down and you read more and more about it, you just, each one of these products, you can expand it. You can expand and read more on each one of these products. When you read it even more, there you go. Super slim gold bristles. Contains 99.9% pure, pure gold powder. These bristles are dipped in there. This is absolute quality. Absolute quality. And let me scoot right here at the top, go back to that blue box for a second. Because right here, the reason why it's engineered like that is because it's engineered to remove plaque, while the gold powder prevents what? Bacteria from flourishing on your toothbrush. Awesome. Antibacterial toothbrush. And just think, absolute quality, at an absolute price. You know, because most people would guess anywhere between, on average, about $20 for one. But one set of 8 only costs our customers $12. Some people say, "Oh, is that the wholesale?" Nope, that is the absolute price. The absolute price on something of such quality. That's the absolute price. Indeed. See, Atomy is trying to save you money. These would outlast any toothbrush that you have, and the bristles won't even be won't go out of place. I know. I have too much experience with it. Totally off the chain. Use your toothbrush with ease. Indeed. My. Disappearance of E. coli with the addition of gold. Come on now. E. coli can't stick to it. That's all right there, I tell you. That's some good stuff. I'm telling you. And the toothpaste is even better. Complements it even better. Man, the toothpaste, people have used it on canker sores, on their toes, on mosquito bite. I'm telling you, some people keep it in their first aid kit. Hey, I keep mine in in the drawer with the first aid. I want to have one ready, ready for mosquito bites. I got stung by a bee a couple of weeks ago. I went to my toothpaste, and this is not the one that I brush with. This is the one that I use for other issues. I'm telling you, absolute quality at an absolute price. There it is right there. That's it. That's it. All their product, dishwashing liquid, absolute. Dishwashing liquid, highly concentrated. You're only gonna pay like about $12, but it makes between 16 to 33 bottles. It's all according to how strong you want it. And you can take a bath with it. You can clean your bathroom, your kitchen with it and everything. Just, put it in a spray bottle, just go where you want to go. That dishwasher liquid save you money. You don't need no more Windex. You can clean your windows and they won't bubble. You won't see bubbles on there. It won't streak. Awesome. Absolute quality, absolute price. They got, as far as the health products, what do we got? Well, what do we have? What do we have? As far as the health products, totally off the chain. We have put out some good protocols that helped a lot of people, quite a few people. As a matter of fact, do anybody have a testimony on this evening? Get it together. Think about it, okay? Because I'm gonna ask for it in a moment, okay? These products are off the chain. Now, check this out right here. This is 2,000 milligrams of plant-based vitamin C, totally off the chain. 2,000 milligrams. It's only $39. You might say, oh, well, wait a minute. What's so special about that? I could go to the store and get some 2,000 milligrams for $39. And well, this is what's special about it. Is that you get a 90-day supply. This is not no 1 month. This is 90-day supply of 2,000 milligrams. A lot of y'all probably won't last that long because there's quite a few of you on here that take 2 at a time, like myself. I don't take no less than 2 at a time. Indeed. So it's all right too, definitely. So absolute quality. I'm telling you, we got some protocols. We built a whole show around these products with testimonies, with education. And, we feel like if you know what to do with it, if you know what it does, you're going to get the job done. From stage 4 cancer to to MS, to lupus, to sciatic nerve problem. I'm telling you, we got the testimony. You're talking about the body being made to heal itself. Oh yeah, definitely. We give the body what it needs. Atomy gives the body what it needs. Now, here's the other thing. What you want to do, there's another mall. There is another mall. If you go, let me see here. Over here, where it says Atomy Hub. Atomy Hub. I'll tell you, it's a distribution. We distribute all over the world, and even globally. Okay, if you go here and click there, let me click there, Atomy Hub, you're going to see all these shortcuts. The main shortcut that you want to know about, need to remember this. It's a whole nother world. You want to remember that global mall. Yes, that global mall. Let's click on that global mall. It's going to take you to another page. You got to log in. You got to change it. As far as when you get over there, if it's your first time, it's going to ask you, ship to where. You need to put the United States. Ship from all. Atomy is global resources. They get the best of the best from the best. And all of it might not be in South Korea. It might be in India somewhere. It might be in Indonesia. See what I'm saying? So when you switch all this, you're going to see everything in English. Or if you speak French, you can switch it all to, to French or to Spanish. But check this out. Wait a minute. Am I seeing something new? Okay. They threw some new hair color up in there. Okay. I'm like, wait a minute. They do add things to this global mall. Oh, this is some good stuff. Definitely. You got to explore. Now, you're going to read more in the global mall than you do in the U.S. mall. It's more information on the products before they get to the U.S. mall. This is one of our multivitamins. Propactamin. Man, this is some good stuff right here. I'm telling you. Definitely. I got some. Definitely. I want you to look at the potency of it. Oh, yeah, definitely. The potency. Oh, yeah. A 2-month supply. This is a 2-month supply. Look at that. 120 capsules. You take 2 a day. Yeah, buddy. Look at that. Vitamin B1, 4,000%. Man, there's some high percentage there. Yep, there's a high percentage. I'm telling you. 100% of your zinc, vitamin A, vitamin D, 50 UG, 500%. Got a little iodine in there too. Iodine. I'm telling you, when you get to this mall, you want to take your time and get your groceries right while you're over here. Get to know these products over here. Look at that. And those are on the capsule. Definitely. Let me see. Let me go back here. Because some of our main top products that we're able to help people with diabetes and respiratory system is here in this mall right here. Here. Now, you're talking about pain, sciatic nerve pain, foot pain. I'm telling you, this is stuff right here. We had one guy that fractured his neck in 2 different places. What can you do about that? Tumorson. And he owned a health food store. Nothing that he had he was only getting an hour and a half worth of sleep a night. We got this right out of South Korea. Yep. And when you get this, understand this, you have to know the instructions while you see everything in English. Because when you get the products, if it's coming out of that South Korean mall, it's not going to be in English. It's not going to be. See, if you look at that box real good, there's no English on there. But everything that you want to read about a product that you order from there, go ahead on, read your directions and instructions and everything. And if you got any more questions about it, just come on to the show on Thursday night. We got some doctors that'll answer. Definitely. Look at that. Got U.S. patent, kosher. Oh, wow. Halal. Come on now. ISO. Food. Oh, come on now. That's something else, boy. I'm telling you. So, are there any questions so far about this mall? And this is a platform. Everybody shops from their own platform. Everybody. Nobody goes to your platform and shop. You sign them up, they have their own platform, to shop from. Definitely. So, very effective. We got stuff that'll grow hair on your head. You're talking about, even during the baldness, definitely. So get to know the global mall. Get to know the global mall. I'm telling you, they got some stuff over here. Some good stuff. We already got testimonies on. That microbiome, off the chain, the microbiome. Stomach health. Woo! This is what you call stomach health right there. Kind of bought it up. Let me see what else we have. And of course, we got more skincare for the women. Definitely some good stuff. I use this skincare. Hair care. Definitely. They got the formula for the hair care. In any of these products, you can look up on YouTube. Somebody is explaining how to use it, whatever. Somebody is explaining. And see, one day you're going to be doing the same thing. Okay? Any question before I leave them all? Because I got to do a little bit on the compensation plan. Any question? Alrighty. Okay. Let's get into the compensation plan. Let's get started. I hear you. Come on now. Remember, Atomy does things just, out of the box. So let's listen to this out of the box compensation plan. Let's do it.
Hello, everybody. My name is Alfonso Macias. I am a Diamond Master here in Atomy, and I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about our compensation plan, why it is so unique, and why it is one of the best opportunities available today. Now, before we go into the actual numbers and how we make money within Atomy, I'd like to start off with our principles. These are the pillars and the values of this company, and this is one of the things that actually drew me into working with Atomy. A lot of companies view us as dollar signs. They view people as dollar signs. What can this person do for me? And in Atomy, it's not that. We're taught to actually cherish people. And that's actually the first point of the company motto, which is cherish the spirit. It's appreciating people for who they are, not what they can do for me. So it doesn't matter whether you're Black, white, Latino, Asian, if you're older, if you're younger, we truly cherish the spirit of every single person. The second point is create the vision. We have to know where we're going. It's creating that destination and that direction, okay, of where we want to go in life. I'd like to give the example of, when you order an Uber or you jump in a taxi. If the taxi driver asks you, so where do you want to go? And you just say, I don't know, anywhere. What do you think is going to happen? That taxi driver is going to take you around and around and around, probably drive you for hours and take your money. So you're going to waste a lot of time and a lot of money in the process just because you didn't know where you were going. So Atomy teaches us to create that vision so that we know exactly where we're heading. Follow the faith. A lot of what we do is building for a future. So although we may not see the fruits of our labor immediately, okay, we're starting to plant so that way we can go ahead and sow, okay, we can reap what we're sowing in the future. So we have to walk in faith. And lastly is serve in humility. Nobody likes working with people that have pride, people that are stuck up. And within Atomy, the people that grow the most are the people that serve their team with humility. It's being humble. It's putting people's needs before your own. Now, in addition to this, what makes Atomy so easy to do is that we have an amazing vehicle, which are the products. Now, the Masstige strategy is absolute quality. That means that we get the absolute best quality products, but we get it at the lowest price. So we're not sacrificing one or the other. We're actually getting the best of both worlds. And a great example of this is people, a lot of times when they want to buy a product, they automatically think if it's not costing me a lot of money, it's probably not a good product. But we have such an honest company like Atomy that's been able to get the best of the entire world and make it affordable and accessible to each one of its members globally. Now, the proof is in the pudding, right? Why can we say that? Well, it's because, we actually have the best selling products. Our HemoHim, which is our star product, has been the #1 best selling item in direct sales for 5 consecutive years. This is across the entire industry, okay? And not just on the healthcare side, but also on the beauty side. Our Absolute Skincare has been the #3 best-selling cosmetics in direct sales, okay? This is extremely important because it backs up the claims that we have the best products, and they're, of course, affordable and accessible because a lot of people are purchasing them. Another example is our Atomy toothbrush. This toothbrush is not just an ordinary toothbrush. It has microscopic gold particles. It's antibacterial. It's got soft bristles. And just in 2019 alone, which was actually 2 years ago now, okay, there was one sold every second, 30 million sales records. Okay, you can only imagine the actual numbers today. Okay, this is the quality of products that we're talking about. Now, if that's not enough for you, okay, to understand that the products that we have and what our vehicle is allows us really to do this business in a huge way and get huge results is our return rate. Okay, within Atomy, we are not obligated, okay, to pay for a membership, to spend a certain amount monthly or get on an auto ship program. And even still, even though people are not obligated to buy, we have the lowest return rate of 0.19%, where the average of the industry is actually 3%. Okay, that's 30 times, almost 30 times the amount, okay, that our competitors, or not even competitors, but other companies in the industry, okay, have in returns. So if we're not obligating people to buy, and we also have one of the lowest return rates, what does that say about the product? It means that we have a good product that people not only are buying, but they're rebuying. Now, we have an amazing marketing plan, and there's such an ease of business. We don't charge people for their virtual offices or their back offices. We don't charge membership fee. There's no renewal fees. There's no monthly obligated purchasing. There's no maintenance fee. There's absolutely no fee whatsoever. All this is changing stores. A lot of the products that you use on a daily basis, whether it's that you brush your teeth, it's that you take a shower, which I'm sure everybody watching this video right now brushes their teeth and takes a shower. Am I right? So all we're doing is just moving stores, and we're not really trying to get people to buy products out of the ordinary that they use on a daily basis. Okay, these are products that you and I and everybody we know uses on a daily basis, and we're not charging them to have access to these products. They're simply just, instead of buying at their local store, they're going now and they're buying online on the Atomy store. Now, one of the most attractive things about the Atomy compensation plan is that it works off of a global binary system. What does that mean? That means that we create a left group and we create a right group, but we have a global binary system. That means that we can register and sign people up from anywhere in the world, absolutely anywhere, from across the country, without having to leave your home. And I know that right now, this is 2021, and we're living in the middle of a pandemic. And this is something that's affecting everybody globally. A lot of people can't go out. A lot of people are on lockdown. A lot of people want to minimize contact. They don't want to go buy at the store and risk getting, catching the virus. So what are we able to do? We're able to actually order anything that we need, okay, from the comfort of our living room. But we're also able to share this opportunity with people all over the world. So that means that the growth of your business is not dependent on whether you can leave the house or not, or whether, you're just within your city. No, you can be in the United States and you can register people from Mexico and from Japan and from Korea and from Australia. And any time that they buy their toothpaste, their toothbrush, their omega-3s, their supplements, you're going to get credit for that. That is the beauty of this business. And on top of that, if that's not enough, this is an unlimited model. That means that we don't have levels. You can register all the way as deep as you want, and every single purchase is going to count. Now, aside from that, we also have a division or separation of the company's profit. Now, this is one of my favorite parts because the company takes all of its profits globally, not just in the country that you find yourself in. Okay, this is why we root every time that there's a new country that's opening up in Atomy. Because when a new country opens up, it means that there's going to be more sales that's going to be allocated. There's going to be more profit. So the company takes 70% of that profit and it automatically separates it for its members. Now, this is huge, okay, because it's taking 70% and making it accessible to every single one of us to be able to earn. Now, how does that 70% get broken down? Well, 44% of that gets broken down into general commission, which is money that we can make on a daily basis. We also have our mastership bonuses, and these are additional bonuses for growing and helping people within Atomy. And then we have our education centers. And this is basically if you'd like to open up an office where you're training people, teaching people, the company will even pay you for training other Atomy members. And Atomy retains 30% of its profits, of course, for all operational costs. So we have 3 different ways that we can earn income. The question is, how much of that, or which one of those 3, or how many of those 3 do you want to take advantage of? Now, I want to go ahead and get started off with the basics of our point value system. Every product that's available in the Atomy store has PVs, or point values, that are associated with it. Okay, and this goes from makeup all the way to the supplements, every single product. So anytime that you purchase a product on the Atomy store, you are automatically going to start accumulating PVs, or accumulating those points. Now, the beautiful thing about Atomy is that these points never reset. Okay, so you don't start from 0 every single month. This is accumulative for life. And we're going to see that how that accumulates, and we even have a cap, okay, as to how many points we can accumulate, but we are not required to purchase a certain amount every single month. So if you're buying the Atomy HemoHim product, that's going to give you 54,600 points. If you buy the probiotics, you now just added another 20,000 points to your personal point accumulation. Now, I'd like to show you a little bit about how our general commission works. So there's 2 things to keep focused on right now. First off, it's the personal points, which you can see up top. Okay, and second, it's the group points, which you can see over here. Now, on the personal points, remember, I was saying that you accumulate points for every purchase, right? And you saw that just one product like HemoHim gives you almost 60,000 points. Well, the first level you want to get to is an agent, which is when you have purchased 300,000 points of product. As you continue to buy, because you're going to fall in love with the Atomy products, you then move on to special agent when you get to 700,000 personal points. As you continue to buy, because you're buying and trying so many more of the products that Atomy has to offer, you reach distributor when you've accumulated 1.5 million points. And then you reach exclusive distributor when you reach 2.4 million points. Now, when you get to that point, you don't accumulate any more points, okay? Now, this is huge because you don't have to keep buying under your account. You just want to buy 1 product a year to keep your account active. But after that, what does the company do? They say, well, you know, we want you to help your team members. And so now you're able to actually buy the things that you're using on a monthly basis under your team members' accounts. Of course, you're receiving the product, but now you're actually giving or adding to the points that your group is creating. Now, I want you to take a look right here on this side, and you see that we have a left group and we have the right group. Now, every time that your left and right group reach 300,000 points, that's the first level, okay? And this is not bound by time, okay? So this is not that it resets at the end of the month. No, it's just as soon as both legs or both groups reach 300,000 points, if you are at the agent level, congratulations, you just made $60 that day. And the cycles here within Atomy are daily. So every day, if on Monday you reach 300,000 points on your right, 300,000 points on your left, you just made $60 that day. Now, we can do this every day. If our groups are growing, they're loving the product they're buying, and we have 300,000 points that are coming in every single day, that means that you're now making $60 a day, okay, in passive income. Okay, this is income that you start to receive while you sleep because you've created a network of consumers. Now, as you continue to grow, and so are your groups are going to continue to grow. People are going to be sharing about this opportunity and these amazing products. In a day when you get 700,000 points, remember the consumption is growing. So 700,000 points on the left, 700,000 points on the right. Okay, and you have 700,000 personal points. Congratulations, you just made $120 that day. Now, I don't know about you. I don't know what job you're currently working, but think about how much you're making on a daily basis, right? And has that changed at all over the last 5 years? Do you expect that that's going to give you or double in the amount of daily income that you're making? Probably not. Okay, that's the answer to most people's situations. And with Atomy, we actually have the ability to continue to make more money. Now, I want you to take a look over here. Okay, once you start getting into your team making 1.5 million points on each leg, you're now making $240. This can be every single day, okay? All the way to right here, $1,200 a day. So we do have a cap in our general commission of $50,000 a month. Now, a lot of people say, well, that's a little bit unfair. Why do we get capped? It's the opposite. It's actually very fair because in a lot of companies, it's always the people at the top that are making the money and the people down at the bottom, okay, they're getting pennies and the people at the top are taking all the money. So what does this do is it offers everybody an equal opportunity to get to the same level and make the same amount of money. Now, the funny thing is most of the times the people that complain about, you know, oh, there's a cap, they've usually never made $50,000 a month with any company. So I'd like to encourage you, before you get upset over the cap, let's get to making $50,000 a month on the general commission, and I guarantee you, you're not going to be upset. So this is a little bit about the general commission. This is how we're able to make money every single day. And this is the fundamental platform, okay, of earning income in Atomy. How does that come about? Simply by buying and recommending and building your network of consumers. Now, in addition to that, we also have mastership bonuses. Okay, these are bonuses that you receive as you start to grow in leadership, as you start to build your team. Now, remember, we took 20% of that 70% that the company allocates, and this is how it gets broken down. 10% of that 20% gets actually allocated to the very first level, which is sales master. So the company wants everybody to succeed, and they want you to start seeing that success and that income as soon as possible. That's why the biggest portion is allocated to the first level. Now, from there, we have 7 different mastership levels, which we're going to be looking at right now. Okay, that goes from sales master all the way to the goal, which is imperial master. And we're going to see how exactly those bonuses get divvied up. Now, first off, how do you get to sales master? Well, the very first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have 700,000 personal points. That means that you've accumulated, you've bought a lot of product, and through that, you now have 700,000 personal points in your account. And remember, you have your left group, you have your right group, and you within a 2-week period, the qualification periods for mastership bonuses is from the 1st to the 15th of every month and from the 16th to the end of each month. So you have 2 opportunities to qualify every month. And if within one of those 2-week periods, your left group generates 2.5 million points and your right group generates the same 2.5 million points, which is an average of approximately about 170,000 points per day on each leg, then you qualify for Sales Master. Congratulations. When you get to Sales Master, first off, you get these promotional gifts as a one-time gift. So you actually get a box of Hemohim, you get a box of a set of the Fame, and you get an evening care set because the company wants you to stay healthy. They want you looking good. So you're going to get these gifts as a promotional gift. And now you're starting to look at approximate bonuses of about $900 a month. Now this is split within each 2-week period. So it's about $450 just in bonus every 2 weeks. And remember that aside from these bonuses, we're also generating commission, right? On the general commission side, because we have 2.5 million points that came in that 2-week period on our left and our right. So how much money is a sales master making? A sales master is making an average of $2,000 to $4,000 a month. And that is just the first level, okay, of the masterships. So I want you to think about this. People that you know, maybe yourself, how much are you making at your job on a monthly basis? And how much time are you having to give to your job every single week? Well, with Atomy, once you start building, you start to create residual and passive income. This is the beautiful thing about this company, is that you work hard for a period of time so that way you can reap the rewards later. Now, this isn't where it stops. From here on out, you can see that, to reach this first mastership, you're actually getting here by the accumulation of points in your group. It's people buying products within your group. And remember, they're not obligated. They're buying because they want this product. Now, the next level is Diamond Master. When you first get to Diamond Master, you're also going to get some promotional gifts. You're going to get another box of HemoHim, another box of the Fame skincare set, another box of the evening skincare set, and you're also going to get a free tablet, okay? Because the company wants you to continue to grow and wants you to develop in your business, and you're definitely going to need it in order to talk to the team and manage all of your points. Now, how do you get to Diamond Master? Well, now you're going to want to be at 1.5 million personal points. Okay, and now it's not so much about you focusing on just generating points or just getting people to buy. Now what you want to do is you want to develop, you want to grow your team. So you want to create 2 sales masters on your left group and 2 sales masters on your right. What does that mean? You want to take 2 people with you that have the same vision, have the same spirit, they want to grow, they want to change their life, and you're going to help them get to your level. How beautiful is that? Investing in people so that way they can be successful. When that happens, you're going to have some awesome and some very happy team members, right? They're going to be making money, but now you're making more money. Why? Because the Diamond Master makes an approximate bonus of $1,500 a month. Broken down into 2-week periods, it's about $750 every 2 weeks. And the estimated monthly income that a Diamond Master makes is between $4,000 to $8,000 a month. That is the range of the average income in the United States. And this is just the second level. And I can tell you, it's not difficult. It's not difficult. I started the business, actually doing the business, May 26th of 2020. Today, it is February 10th, 2021. And I was able to get to Diamond Master by December of last year. It's not difficult. You can do it. There's nothing special that I have that you all don't have. So it's just about dedication. It's about hard work, and it's about the desire to succeed. Now, we're not stopping here, right? This is good income. This supplements most people in the United States income. And if you're living in another country, it most likely would probably supplement your income as well. But we want to continue to grow. So as we go into the third mastership, that is Sharon Rose Master. What do we want to do? We want to be at 2.4 million personal points. Now, remember, this is the cap. That means that for every mastership on out, we don't have to continue to grow in personal points, right? We've reached that cap. But what we want to do is we want to help the 2 sales masters that we have on our right and the 2 sales masters on our left. We want to help them to become Diamond Masters, which was the position that we were in. When we help them get to that point, we now reach Sharon Rose Master. Now, this is where it starts getting really nice, because when you first get to Sharon Rose Master, you get $2,000 cash and you get a vacation for 2. So Atomy wants to make sure that you're enjoying, you go take a breather, you've been working hard, right? So you get that as a promotional gift when you first arrive. And now you're looking at an approximately monthly bonus of $4,000 a month. Just your bonus is what a lot of people make within a month. Now, when you add the general commission to that, okay, a Sharon Rose Master is making anywhere between $8,000 to $16,000 a month. You are now making what an executive makes, okay, at a traditional corporate job. You know, a director, a VP, you're not making that. And you know what the awesome thing is? You don't have to have a PhD. You don't have to have a master's degree. You don't have to have specific knowledge or an expertise in a certain field. All you have to have is persistence and a desire to succeed. Now, What do you think is going to happen now? What do we want to do with these Diamond Masters, right? If we want to continue growing, what do we want to do? You probably guessed right. We want to help them become Sharon Rose Masters, always helping our team to succeed, serving in humility, right? Cherishing the spirit. We want to make sure that we put their success before ours, because if we do that, we're automatically going to be successful. So when our 2 Diamond Masters on each group go ahead and become Sharon Rose Masters, we now become Star Master. This is the 4th mastership. We're more than halfway to the top. And then what happens here? Now it starts to get really good, because just the promotional gift when you arrive at Star Master is $10,000 cash and a vacation for 4. All right, so now you get to take not just your friend or your significant other, you can now take your family. And on top of that is a Star Master is now looking at an approximate monthly bonus of $10,000 per month. That's $5,000 every 2 weeks just in bonus. Remember, this is separate from the general commission. So we're now making money in 2 different areas. Okay, when we're combining what a Star Master makes in bonus and in general commission, you're looking at anywhere between $16,000 to $32,000 a month. Okay, that is now in the ballpark of what a programmer, a software developer in Silicon Valley is making, what CEOs make of very large companies. And we're now making this all because we have been working with our team. And think about it. These partners that you have, right? These Sharon Rose Masters that you now have on your right and your left, right? You probably have a very good relationship. This is probably family, right? Because we're all working together on this journey, all heading towards the same goals. And now we're more than enjoying this business and doing this business, right? Because we're making $16,000 to $32,000 a month. Now, it doesn't stop there. What do we want to do? We want these Sharon Rose Masters to become Star Masters. So we're going to help them. We're going to put our time, invest in them. And then what's going to happen when they become Star Master? We hit Royal Master. Now, when you get to Royal Master, this is where the big money really starts coming in, because just for you getting to Royal Master, you just made $50,000 cash as a promotional gift just for arriving to the position. You now get a car that's leased up to $1,000 a month. Now, I don't know about you. I've actually looked into it. Okay, you can lease a Maserati for $700. So think about what you can lease for $1,000. It's starting to get good, right? So you got your car that's being paid by the company. You just got gifted $50,000 cash, and you get a vacation for 4. And if that's not enough, the company now gives you a corporate card, okay, with $2,000 every month that you can utilize to invest in your business, promotions, invest in your team, right? How awesome is that? You're making money and the company's still giving you money to invest and continue growing your business. Now, a Royal Master just in bonus is making $30,000 approximately a month, okay? And in total income, you're looking at $32,000 to about $60,000. I want you to take a pause. I just want you to pause for a little bit and think about, what would you be doing if you were making that type of income? What would be different? What would change in your life? What are some of the goals that you have? What's that neighborhood that you want to live in? What are those cars, those vacations that you'd like to have? You know, what are those organizations that you wish you could be donating and helping your local church, helping a nonprofit? Whatever your goals and dreams are, do you not think that just at this level, which is the 5th level, we're not able to accomplish that? Of course. And once you're at this level and you're making this money, you're not going to want to decelerate, right? No, you're going to want to push the pedal to the metal, right? Step on the gas to continue to get to the top. So we're going to help these Star Masters. You got it. Turn to Royal Masters. We're going to pull them up, help them up, and then we're going to go ahead and become Crown Masters. Now, I want you to take a look at something. Our personal points have remained the same since Sharon Rose. It's 2.4 million. So this means that anything that we're buying for our home, we're buying, our dishwashing soap, we're buying our detergent for our laundry, we're actually buying it into our own groups, right? Because we don't need to buy any more points on our legs. Now, when you get to Crown Master, you get $300,000 cash, you get a vacation for 4, you get a luxury car value of $64,000, and you get your corporate card increased to $5,000 a month. Now, A Crown Master is making anywhere between $60,000 to $80,000 a month approximately. And I actually just heard an Imperial Master that was talking about how some Crown Masters are even making up to $120,000 a month. Think about it. Think about how much money you are making on a monthly basis in this position. And yet the company is still saying, you know what? We want to go ahead and give you more so you can continue to invest in your business. How awesome is that? And we're making money because we're helping people. We're giving people beauty. We're giving people health. We're giving people the opportunity to change their life, and we're helping them change their life. And in return, the company rewards us with this level of success. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think most of us have any opportunity or have had any opportunity that's come our way that gives us this ability without having the need to invest a lot of money in a business, right, in order to generate this type of income. Now, this is the sixth mastership. This is the one right before the top. And I want to get right to it because we want to help these royal masters get and turn into crown masters. And when they do, we now hit the goal. We hit imperial master. Imperial masters make in excess of $100,000 a month. Just the monthly bonus is approximately that. But the awesome thing is when you get to this position, you actually get $1 million cash gift. And this is something that President Park, who's the president of Atomy, brings out in a special ceremony in a forklift. He brings it out cash. I'm not joking. Cash in a forklift to present it to you. You get a luxury car worth $78,000 and a driver included, which the company pays for. You also get your own office, 1,700 square feet, and secretary, which is also included and the company pays for. Your credit card, your corporate card gets increased to $10,000 per month, and you get another vacation for 4. Can you imagine that, making an excess of $100,000 a month? Congratulations, first off, because you're a millionaire. And on top of that, the company is covering all your costs of pretty much operating and doing your business. Now, you know what the beautiful thing in closing is that Atomy gives us passive income. When you start to reach these different levels, understand that, I mean, you could be the worst money manager and go off this month and spend all $100,000. And you know what the beautiful thing is? Next month, it's still going to come again. And you're still going to continue making it because it creates a snowball effect. And now what happened is you dedicated a good 3, 4, 5 years to your Atomy business. So that way you don't have to continue working later. So what makes more sense? Continuing on the same path that you're on, having to work for the next 20 years of your life, hoping that you get retirement or Social Security. And how much is that going to be? $1,000, $1,200, $1,500 a month? But you're going to have to work for the next 20 years. But I want to challenge you. How about you take the next 5 years, you dedicate yourself 100%, understanding that this is the way of the future. This is online, this is digital. This pandemic has just pushed us forward into this online sector. And we have the ability to reach all our dreams, all our goals, okay, here at Atomy, if we just dedicate ourselves for the next 5 years, so you don't have to work the next 25 years of your life for somebody else. So
Makes sense to me. Makes a lot of sense to me. Does it make sense to you, Carol? Hmm. Does it make
Yes,
sense to you,
it
Florence?
makes sense to, yeah, of course. It makes sense to me, Pastor Edward, yes.
Yes, indeed. Does it make sense to you, Shori? Does it make
Yeah,
sense
it's
to
daily,
you?
daily
Indeed.
necessities. People need
Right,
our products. We have the best.
right.
Not
Does it make
everybody's
sense to you,
gonna do the
Belinda?
business. Not everybody's gonna do the business, right?
Right,
But the
right,
products is for everybody.
right. The products for
Yeah.
everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Right, the products is for everybody. Everybody brush their teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wash their hair.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody want to, do something about their health. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and add that vitamin C. Do something about your health as you get older. You want to prevent. You want to, kind of preserve some things. So it's best to start now. While you're young. Best to get it going while you're older. Ain't that right, Lynn? Okay then. So it's about 9:15. Yes, indeed. So do we have any questions before we dismiss on this evening?
Just want to thank you for the sacrifice that you make every week, Pastor Bernard, to bring out these knowledgeable information to us. Is we don't take it for granted. We really appreciate and support that Florence gives to you and everybody else. This is lucrative business. It's legal. It's willable. You can file your taxes. You can change your health and your wealth, your home, your friend's life. You can save lives. Anybody you know that is really down, you can even make them happy, you know? There are many ways that we can benefit from Atomy business. And I'm so glad that I am one of the members in Atomy. I'm not really looking for something right now. I'm trying to build on something with Atomy because the boss, Mr. Pax, he wants to help us so much, to help us to retire, to help us with our health, and to change and save our neighbors. Because life is a gift. It's one shot at it. Once you're dead and gone. But whatever we can do while we're alive, let's try and build on Atomy. God bless you.
Right, right. Somebody asked me today, what you been doing? I've been building. I've been building, definitely, and that's the truth. Building an organization of multimillionaires, multi-thousandaires. I've been building, and we are all building. And let's continue to build. Let's continue to set that foundation, lay that brick, and like you said, in just a few years, you know, you won't have to. You can just sit back and just relax, you know, tell others on how you did it. I love hearing about on how Florence did it, how Jason did it, on how Coach Joe did it, on how Lynn is doing it. Hey, y'all need to pay attention to Lynn. She doing it. I'm serious. She gonna have that story when she become that imperial. She gonna have that story. Indeed, how Rose Lee did it. Gonna have that story. How Carol Spain did it. She's gonna have that story. I'm telling you, when they become imperial, let's go imperial. Let's go
Let's
imperial.
go Imperial.
Let's go
Let's go
imperial.
Imperial.
Let's go imperial.
We can do it.
If yep, if you're gonna think it all, think big. Think big. Come on, it's okay. It's okay to think big. Indeed, it's okay. You're not offending anybody. You sure enough not offending God. God wants you to have big. If you look throughout the whole Bible, those of you who think you know the Bible, but he always blessed his people. And those that were obedient were blessed with even more. You did not see those that, I'm telling you, they were blessed, supernaturally blessed. God's favor surrounded them like a shield. He can bless the work of your hand. Do you believe it? Do you believe his word? Then,
Yes, I do.
hey, he can bless the work of your hand. He can put his supernatural on the work of your hand. And I must say, I thank God for his favor, you know, upon my hands, and on the hands of those that are connected with me. I praise God on Team Extreme, on my uplines. Hallelujah. Oh, okay, I'm about to shout. Okay, I'm going to leave that alone. Glory be. It's going. It's happening right now. It is happening. Definitely. We're going to Imperial. So right now, we're gonna get ready to say goodnight. Anybody else got any comments? Okay, no comments on this evening. All right, everything's all right. Let's
Yeah,
get ready to say goodnight.
just a reminder for June the 21st here in Georgia for the our big session we're gonna be having in Atomy. They are meeting at the tell them to give them little information about it because
Yeah, over at if you log in into your website and you'll see the banners about it, information on it. It's, everything starts at 1 o'clock. at 1:00 on that day. Let me see, can I, I'm still over there in the Global Mall. Where the banners at? But when you first log in, it's gonna pop up. The tickets are only $20, you know, at the door and everything. They did have some in advance. But see, it's for that event. I was trying to see that pop-up don't pop up until you because I just signed out and sign in. Didn't normally pops. Okay. Sign in and it's gonna pop up. See, that's a shame. But that's all right. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you don't get what you upline,
You can
they'll tell
click
you all
on the
about it.
white box. You know, scroll down, you can click on the white box right there. It's gonna pop. See the last box? Click on it. It's gonna show.
Okay, go stroll all the way down.
Yeah,
Oh,
to
you
the
talking about over on the right side?
yeah. Click on it. It will show you the success. Right. You got
Oh,
it. Yeah.
okay. Okay, that's it right there on 21st Saturday at 1 p.m. at the Gas South Convention Center.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all could, you could take a picture of it.
And then all the leaders, Friday night, 6:30, we have meetings with the headquarters on Friday at 6:30.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
With the leaders. Yeah.
And it's going to be at the Gas South Convention Center
Gas off,
on that Friday.
same thing. Yes. Friday night at
Right.
6:30. Yeah. Same place, same location.
Okay. Okay.
With
Awesome.
headquarters. Yep.
Definitely. That works right there. All righty then. Well, everybody, keep it tight. Again, I got to say good night. Okay. All right. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Y'all be
everybody.
blessed. Good night,
Nice to
Florence. Good
see
night,
you.
Rosalie. Good night, Lynn.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night,
Good
Brother
night, good
Philip.
Good
night.
night, Rosalie.
Right.
Good night, Odie.
To
Good
everyone.
night, thank
Good
you.
night, Brother Philip. Good night, Brother Philip.
Right.
Indeed.
Yeah.
That's their word.
Yeah, already.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Gracias.
Yes, indeed. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Everyone.
God bless.
God bless.
God bless.
So
Good night, Miss Sylvia.
remember, we are all winners, not losers.
Yes.
We are
Good
Good
night,
night. Good
Lenny.
night. And thanks
Night,
for the
Lenny. Night, Sharice.
informative information presentation. Thank you very much. And have a good night.
Good night, everyone.